Welcome to Science Access. In today's class, we'll be starting our bacteria series. And the lecture outline for the part 1 of this video will include meaning of bacteria, the structure of bacteria. Actually, in this video, we'll be looking at the external structure of bacteria, details of the external structure of bacteria. What do you understand by the term bacteria? Bacteria are unicellular organisms. That is, they are single cell. They are prokaryotic organisms. In other words, they do not have a true nucleus. They possess an area where the nuclear material actually concentrates themselves, and that area is called the nucleus. And their cell is different from the cells of plants and animals that are eukaryotic. Note that the term bacteria is a plural term, meaning numerous bacteria, while the term bacterium is the singular for the term bacteria. Bacteria are ubiquitous. This actually means that they are found everywhere. They are found in the soil, in water, even in the body of living organisms. The structure of bacteria can be studied as external or internal structure. Let's take a look at the external structure. The external structure of bacteria actually comprises of the cell wall and all the structure outside the cell wall. It includes, as you can see from the diagram, the cell wall itself. As you can see from the diagram, the pili is actually outside the cell wall. The flagellum is outside the cell wall, and other structures such as the shield, prosthecae, as well as the capsule. The first external structure of bacteria that we are going to discuss is the flagella, singular flagellum. The flagella are long hair-like structure that you can see on the screen. They actually enable the bacteria to move. In other words, they confer motility characteristics on the bacteria. The flagellum is divided into 3 parts, namely the filament, the hook, and the basal body. The filament of the flagella is the thread-like part extending forward, as you can see from the diagram. It is made up of the flagellum protein, while the hook is a short, curved structure that joins the filament with the basal body. The basal body is a set of ring-like structure embedded in the cell wall and plasma membrane. The basal body actually consists of 2 pairs of rings in gram-negative bacteria and a pair of rings in gram-positive bacteria. It synthesizes polymer of the flagellum and regulates the movement of the flagellum. What is the function of the flagella? They are actually responsible for motility of movement in bacteria. They aid in chemotaxis. In other words, they are able to move towards attractant or move away from repellent. Flagella also aid pathogenicity in bacteria. This they do by promoting bacteria-host interactions, biofilm formation, adherence, and even invasion of their target or host. The next external structure we are going to discuss is the pili, singular pilus. They are actually short, hollow, non-helical filamentous structure. They were previously thought to be exclusively found in gram-negative bacteria, though that has been refuted. However, the formation of pilus differs both in gram-negative bacteria and gram-positive bacteria. Let's take a look at the diagram of the bacteria being displayed on the screen. You can see the label of the pilus being displayed. And the pilus are actually composed of protein pilin arranged non-helically. They are actually numerous and shorter than the flagella. Let's talk about the sex pilin, which are actually special kind of pilin that takes part in bacterial conjugation. You are aware that conjugation involves formation of gametes that result in fusion. These sex pilin are actually larger than the usual pilin, and they are few in numbers. They are further classified into 2 types, the F pilin and the I pilin. Remember, sex pilin is involved in reproduction. What is the function of pili? Pili actually aid in adherence of the bacteria to their host cells. Sex pili help in bacterial DNA transfer during bacterial conjugation. The next external structure we're going to talk about is the capsule, which is a viscous outermost layer surrounding the cell wall, as you can see in the diagram. It is composed of either polysaccharide or polypeptide. They are present only in some species of bacteria. There are 2 types of capsule. These include the macro capsule and the micro capsule. In some bacteria, instead of the viscous covering called capsule, some bacteria are actually surrounded by amorphous or paracrystalline colloidal protein material called the slime layer. What is the function of the capsule? They actually prevent the bacteria from drying up, or they prevent desiccation. The capsule actually aid adherence, or it actually helps the bacteria to attach to various substances. It confers resistance against phagocytosis. The slime mold actually protects the bacteria from proteolytic enzymes that actually break substance and digest them. Let's talk about the shoot and prosthecae. The shoot is a hollow tube-like structure enclosing chain-forming bacteria, mostly in aquatic environment. It provides mechanical strength to the chain, while the prosthecae is a semi-rigid extension of the cell wall and plasma membrane. It increases nutrient absorption and also help in adhesion. The last external structure we are going to discuss is the cell wall. The cell wall is a rigid structure made of peptidoglycan, as you can see from the diagram. It actually surrounds the plasma membrane as an external coat. Based on the cell wall composition, the cell wall itself and bacteria are actually divided into two types. We have the gram-positive cell wall and also the gram-positive bacteria. We have the gram-negative cell wall and also the gram-negative bacteria. The gram-positive cell wall is a thick cell wall containing large amounts of peptidoglycan, as you can see from the diagram being displayed, while the gram-negative bacteria contain far lesser amount of peptidoglycan, as you can see from the diagram. The peptidoglycan are arranged in several layers, as you can see from the diagram, in the gram-positive bacteria. This type of cell wall also contains numerous substances. Details of the gram-positive and gram-negative cell wall, as well as details of gram-positive bacteria and gram-negative bacteria, will be discussed in a separate video. In general, if a bacteria possesses gram-positive cell wall, it is called gram-positive bacteria. And if a bacteria possesses gram-negative cell wall, it is called gram-negative bacteria. This is the end of this lecture. Please subscribe to support this channel. Thanks for watching.